I'm a little bit beefy. Hey, hey. All right, let's see. What are we doing up in here? What are we doing up in here? I should be live on mine's. Yeah. Okay. Perfect. Come over here. Actually, let me come back over here and like my own video real quick. Post my own video real quick. I'm gonna come over here and click on this. Sweet. Alrighty. Let's see. Yes, that's blocking me, but that's okay because that's just my whatever. Okay. A little bit weird, a little bit hard to keep in view. Hey, now we're talking. Oh, snap. Odyssey Godzilla, what? Now we're talking. What's happening, everybody? I don't know if y'all saw the title of this stream, but I know I've been yapping with y'all a lot about how I do stand-up comedy. Well, I got a stand-up comedy competition tomorrow, and I'm getting ready for that bad boy. And in order to do so effectively, okay, bam, bam, record. Nice. Now, hold on. Perfect. So, here's the thing. My set tomorrow, well, actually, hold on. What's happening, everybody? It's your boy, Hannibal Callens. We are back, but this time for a comedy writing session, baby. That's right, that's right. We are back in the Laforatory. That is the lab for the laughs. Now, I've got a stand-up comedy competition going on tomorrow, and I'm getting ready for that. My set should be 5 minutes. Now that I think about it, I'm like 85% confident that it's 5 minutes. So here's what we're gonna do. All right, because I know it's late. I meant to stream, but I had to work, and ended up working late. So if you guys are here, thank you. I mean that sincerely from the bottom of my heart. Please like, follow, and subscribe because I'm gonna do this again tomorrow morning. Okay, earlier in the day, so we have more time to actually stream rather than all that stuff. But my 5 minute set, and actually, I just posted a video on my YouTube as well as my Instagram about writing my 5 minute set. Um, Here's the thing, okay? I've been, and I'm actually really proud of how I've gotten my 5 minute set to be. And I see you over there on Twitch. No Barack, I see you. Hilarious name. Um, I kind of wish we could have more Barack right now, but we're not gonna do all that. That's not what we're here for. Okay, that's not what we're here for. Had a whiteboard fall off the wall, but anyway,
Sorry about that.
that's all right. What was that?
Oh, I just bumped into the door.
Okay, give me a quick second, everybody. I'll be right back. Don't leave. Hey, all right. Anyway, sorry, my little brother going to bed. That's why we're gonna knock this out. We're gonna knock this out just a wee bit. Oh, okay. These are always awkward. These are always they always start awkward, but that's okay. That's okay. I am I got a whiteboard. Look at that. You're probably not gonna be able to see what I write on it because the light is aimed straight at it. My old phone appears to be acting the fool. What the heck? Okay, hold on. Sorry. I ain't forget about y'all. I typically use my old phone to hop on as well, and I saw it flickering all weird like. Okay, sorry guys. So here's what we're gonna do. All right, um, it's a 5 minute set. Now, I actually did. I started doing my Laforatory um, streams last year because I was in the funniest comedian in the Valley competition, which, thanks to you guys and your help, I actually managed to get to the finals for that competition. And I got to the top 15 for the World Series of Comedy. That's my favorite comedy festival. I go there just about every year. I'm going to be competing again this year, but this year I want to really try to get top three, so I got to go hammer. And this is side note, but I've done the World Series of Comedy so many times. I know that what I'll need for me to advance further is I'm gonna need new hot jokes that are strong. And I think the best stuff that I've made recently are my Juneteenth jokes. I might run those tonight. It's a little bit late. Plus, I don't really think I can fit those in a 5 minute set. But that is the secret weapon to my seven. So I definitely keep coming back, subscribe, because when we do some writing streams and I'm working on my 7 minute set, you'll definitely get to see those. But I got something a little bit special for y'all too, because I'm gonna run my five. I ended up. I realize it's been so long since I've done 5 minutes. By the way, if you guys have any questions about comedy, I am a competition winning 13-year stand-up comedy veteran. I've been doing it since I thought I started in 2014, but one of my best friends says they got a video of me doing it in 2013. So I've done it literally longer than I thought. I've got some super old videos from years back. Um, but I've also done, like, I'm on Sirius XM thanks to the World Series of Comedy. I traveled the country with the World Series of Comedy Festival all of 2024 as a host. I've um, I've done international. I forget that part sometimes. My fiance was going to med school in Barbados for a little while. I went out there one time, got booked on a show. Um, and even, in fact, at this competition I'm doing is at Mic Drop Comedy Club tomorrow night at 7:30. And then I'm also on March 22nd, I'm going to be at the Desert Ridge Improv because I am going to be host slash feature for a dude named Sugar Sammy. He's an international comedian from Canada. He's got I think over 44K followers on Instagram. He does lots of really good crowd work stuff. So if you guys got any comedy questions, please ask because I love to yap about comedy. If there's two things I could yap about till my face turns blue, it's comedy and black people. Um, and I just so happen to be both of those things. Also, if y'all ask questions, it makes it easier for me to yap, thus get clips. So, yeah, if y'all got any questions about comedy, please do not hesitate to ask your boy. I'm damn near begging you to ask your boy. All right, this stream's not going to be too long, all right, because I do got to go to bed, and I got other people got to go to bed. Oh, we got somebody hopped in on Instagram. They probably left too, but thanks for hopping in. I peep. Don't worry, and I'm a little excited. My brother had some extra monitors around, so I set one up. Now I got all my OBS on a big screen, like so my laptop right in front of it. So now I can actually see y'all's messages a lot faster. I might even keep this monitor up here for when I get back to streaming. We are gonna work on comedy. Have some patience with your boy. It's a little awkward. Maybe I'm trying to stall, let some people get in here. But also, if you guys are wondering when the gaming is coming back, it's actually coming back later this week because the next game I want to play is Crimson Desert, and I'm super excited for Crimson Desert. I've been waiting on that game for years. I actually was waiting on that game before they announced Dragon's Dogma 2, and I'm a hardcore Dragon's Dogma fan, so I was like, no Dragon's Dogma 2, well, here comes Crimson Desert, and then and then Dragon's Dogma 2 was undercooked. So if Crimson Desert is what they say it's going to be, I'm going to be all over that, and a lot of this stuff that I'm doing for my streaming is actual, now that I think about it, Crimson Desert, I'm going to hit that one hard. Like, I'm going to be playing it regularly, and I'm going to be clipping up stuff from it, because I think if I play my cards right, I can really have Crimson Desert content, take me to another level. And then also, streaming. The biggest thing is for me to be doing these because I really want to be doing more writing sessions and so yeah, you guys are helping me out just by being here. By the way, dude, after this, can you respond to you on reply on Instagram? I will. Let me reply to you tomorrow if that's okay. I've been super busy, working and also trying to get ready for this competition and stuff. But I will. I'll reply. I still got them. I still got the messages. I still got the messages. All right. I peep. I be peeping. Who we got in here? Who we got right in here? Okay. Bam, bam. Okay. No Barack over there. And then I'm guessing Odyssey Godzilla. I saw you said something a little bit earlier. If you still here, say what's up. So, I can feel it. Working stuff. Too much. Yeah. So, anyway, check this out. Here's what we're going to do. Now, what I realized works best, what worked for me when it came to the Funniest in the Valley competition, I had to do 7 minutes, and so what we did was I stitched together 6 minutes and 30 seconds of material because you don't want to go over, you also don't want to go way under, but you want to shoot like that 6:30. 6:30 is good because even if you end past it, like you get to 6:45, you're good. Ain't nobody gonna have a fit. But if you end at 5, whoa, right? That's not a good look. You want to hit the right amount of time. And I, in the past, have gone overtime, and that's got me disqualified in competitions before. So I know for me, what I got to do is I got to aim for 4 minutes and 30 seconds. So first thing we're going to do, because I don't think anybody here has been here has seen my 5-minute set. And just for you guys, especially with it being the first time I'm doing this, I actually have a video of me doing a 5-minute set at a club out here called JP's. A few, actually, now it's probably been a while, a few years ago, I actually won. I actually won that competition that I was on. So, and apparently the club owner told me later I actually ended up winning by a landslide, which I had no idea because the comedians on that show were incredible. I'll tell that story later if y'all want. But that's what we are going to do. We're going to run my 5. At least once. We're going to run the 5 one time today. Here's just the agenda. I'm going to run my 5-minute set. What I'm thinking for the competition tomorrow. We're going to yap about it, and then I'm going to show y'all my 5-minute set from a couple years ago. There's going to be some, and in fact, I think I just watched the video too before I showed it to y'all, and I was like, oh, there's a lot that I can learn from it. And I did really well that night. It was really cool. But we're going to cross that bridge when we get there. Yeah, all right. So yeah, I'm gonna run it. Then we'll hit the board, right? And I'll show y'all how I do my comedy sets. But first, we'll just run it. All right. Now, one thing that is weird about comedy is just because it is a communal thing. It just feels weird. It's just weird when you do it and you ain't got everybody present. All right. So stick with me. I promise these jokes are funny, even if they feel weird, because there ain't no other people around. All right. And in a certain sense, that's really important. It's kind of like fencing. You know, you got to take time using that wooden sword, getting used to the form and controlling your body. It's not going to be as strong or as dangerous or as sexy as it is when you're using an actual blade. But you only get that good with a sword because you practiced beforehand. And I'm gonna be reposting stuff from my previous comedy streams too, just because I gotta find where I put this video. But I had a video I've told stories about comedy and comedians I've learned from. It's pretty cool. Anyway, how about we run this set? I saw we had 2 people at YouTube for a second, and then 1 person left. That means I'm yapping too much, and I'm not providing value. So let's. Okay. Here's what we're gonna do too. I'm gonna set a timer for 4 minutes. let's see. Give me a second. We're going to set a timer for 4 minutes and 30 seconds. Excuse me. Minutes. Come on, boy. Boy, I chop your ass. Boy, stop playing with me. Excuse me. I'm gassy also for some reason. I'm not sure why. Okay. I ran the set yesterday and I was really glad that I did because I realized I'd miscalculated my time. Okay. Just give me a second. I'm thinking. Now, my jokes that my strongest material is about my hair. And normally I'll have my hair out for an afro for some of those jokes. If I do those jokes, it's not going to make sense right now because I don't have the look, but just understand it's part of the strat. Yeah, I'll run it and then we'll think about what we're going to add. So here we go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, your next comedian coming to the stage, Hannibal Callens. Man, what's happening, everybody? My name's Hannibal Callens. I just turned 31, and right now I am in love. Thank you, thank you. I'm surprised too, because who's fallen in love with Steve Urkel after he joins the Black Panther Party? I'm the only brother between did I do that and the white man did that. Oh man, yeah, I'm lucky to be in love. Me and my fiance have been together for 7 years. That's long enough that I've learned that being in a relationship is just like buying a house. If you didn't do it in 2008, it's too late. Because the advice you get now is garbage, man. I had a dude tell me, yo, Hannibal, don't ever date a woman that makes more money than you do. Craziest thing I heard from a brother on food stamps. I even had a lady tell me, oh, you know what? You should stop wearing your glasses because you look cuter without them. Maybe she don't know how these work. But I need these to see. And nobody should give advice like, hey man, you know you get more girls if you would just ditch the wheelchair. I'm not perfect though. I did realize that when like your ex leaves you, but you still grow. Have y'all learned that? Have y'all experienced that? Man, I had that. My ex-girlfriend broke up with me and she said it's because I'm the type of man you get married to. Y'all ever been fired from your job because you were good at it? Like, I never met someone who said, hey, yo, McDonald's had to fire me. I had the ice cream machine working every day. I'm not perfect, though. Like I said, man, I realize when I am single, I'm also incredibly petty. Because after my ex left me, she went out, got a brand new sugar daddy, all the way from Iraq. Thanks to him, she had a brand new purse every other week. So I just started calling him her bag daddy. Oh, yeah. You know, I did a lot of soul searching. I realized that before you love anyone else, you gotta love who? Yourself. I asked that question in Tucson and they said Jesus. Y'all some sinners. Okay. Now, for me, I started my self-love journey growing out my hair. Immediately realized people forgot how to talk to me. I had a dude go, hey man, you really got your hair out there, don't you? That's where it's supposed to be. like, I hope he realizes that's not a compliment, that's an observation. That's like if I go to the club to hit on chicks and I'm like, hey, sugar mama, you got titties. I even had a dude walk up and go, hey man, where's the weed at, bro? I was like, dude, leave me alone. This is church. And I don't know why you're down here, Pastor. Get back on stage. Yeah. I realized that, like, now that I'm in love, I can't stand love songs anymore, man. These lyrics are ridiculous. Bruno Mars got a song where he says, I'll catch a grenade for you. What? If me and my fiance go to the park and someone throws a grenade at us, on the off chance that on that day I think I'm Serena Williams and I hit it back, someone with the audacity to bring one grenade to the park probably has the future planning to bring two. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Hannibal Collins. Have a good night. Peace. Okay. Now, I don't know if I can show you all the time on this. Go back. Dang. Look at that. I don't know if I can. Hold on. Where I'm watching that. Bam. That's 2 seconds. Now, that wasn't that bad, but I know it was awful. And this is good that I'm running this because I am realizing, oh, my set needs work. I actually need to go to the lab too, because my first, like, that whole first chunk is how, like, I open up a lot of my sets, because that material is strong. My single stuff, that stuff is strong and it's fast and it hits quick. But then what's happening? I've lost my. I have to redevelop my sense of 5 minutes, because this is literally what it feels like. I do that chunk, and then I'm kind of floating around in there. So I'm just kind of throwing some stuff into the middle, and then I hit that last joke. That last joke that I did is one of my killers that I close on, but that's not my intended closer. I have to rework on my time, because this is the thing. My last joke, I didn't do it right now, but my last joke that I close with typically is 1 minute. And so I've had competitions where I be on stage, I'm doing my thing, and then because they'll give you a light when you have 1 minute left, and when everything goes according to plan, and I see that light. Normally, what happens is I end that grab somebody joke. No, I grab that. I end that grenade joke, and then I get that minute light. That is when it's on some light Yagami. I've won. Like that. That's literally when I see that light right there. That's when I know. Ooh, we've executed. We've executed the moves perfectly. My issue is those jokes I did about my hair. I really like them. They're really strong, but they might not. I don't think they really make sense in that. And when I show you guys this 5 minute set that I did, um, I didn't realize it until I looked back at the video. I didn't do my hair jokes on that one. Now, one thing where I also fumbled, and this is important, there was a part where I messed up. I'm curious if y'all could figure out. I'm curious if y'all could tell where I messed up. We'll take a couple seconds to see what y'all think from what y'all saw. Was there anything that stuck out to you and you go, huh, I wonder if he meant something different here? I know where it is, and it's actually, if you're paying attention, that's actually a big help. If you could tell where where, and I wish I didn't tell you that I messed up, because now y'all gonna be looking for it. But because that's one of the cool things about comedy, people don't know. The audience does not know your jokes. And one of the strongest things I've done skill wise is improv. I did a lot of improv in high school and college. I actually did a couple of workshops with Second City when I was in college back in Orlando. They'd come down to the big theater there, and they came down like twice, and I got to do both those workshops with them. But that improvisational thinking makes it really, really, um, I'm able to Wu Tang with it. When I realize, ooh, I made a mistake, I'm able to Wu Tang with it. So say a little something below if you feel like you might know where the mistake was, especially outside of me telling you there was a mistake. And I'll tell you exactly where it was and why it was. Um, but yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to grind this out. and really get to the bottom of this, get to this 5 minute set. And the way that we do that is by being meticulous. The way we do that is by deciding what to do. So, okay. Now, also, this is the important thing to notice. That was 4 minutes and 30 seconds. Technically 4 minutes 28. Don't worry about it. But the thing about that is 4 minutes and 30 seconds. Why do we pick that if it's supposed to be a 5 minute set? That is so we have 30 seconds of laughs, right? But not all at once at the end. It's like the mathematical equivalent of 30 seconds, because a lot of those jokes, and this is something I gotta run my sets more. And I'm sorry I keep saying that. I hope I'm not being annoying that I keep going, well, I gotta work on. But the point is, I haven't done these writing streams in a while, and now that I'm doing it, I'm remembering a lot of the stuff that I had developed because I was getting ready for that previous competition. And I realized part of it is doing that 30 seconds. I'm supposed to do 30 seconds and try to limit all the time that I take for laughs when I'm running it. And then by shooting for 4:30, that gives us enough time that we can have laughs and we don't have to step on them. If it's a 5 minute set and I do 5 minutes and I plan 5 minutes of material, there's not enough time for people to laugh. So you shoot a little bit low, right? You shoot at 5 minutes, you aim for 4:30. That way you've got enough time to do your set and you're not rushing, and most importantly, you're not rushing the audience. I did, there's two guys I saw like this. I went to the World Series of Comedy. I did the Satellite in Vegas. And yeah, I think this was 2025 because I was competing this year. There was a dude that went up there in the round that we were in. It's the first Satellite. We were in Vegas, the very first Satellite for 2025. And it was 7 minutes. But there was a dude that got up there and felt like the time constraint didn't exist. Not because he went on forever, but because he wasn't rushing his material. So you don't feel those 7 minutes. I thought about it and I realized, oh, that's because you build enough material. Hey, the official Grimshaw, what's happening? We just working on some comedy a little bit. You got here at a good time. Don't leave because dead name, dude. That's right. Yeah. Oh man, I was thinking about making that because I found that video where I said that, and I was thinking about clipping it. But then I realized that's probably gonna be more trouble than I think it's worth. I don't know if I'm the dude that should be making a dead name joke. You feel me? Anyway, um, yeah. So as I was saying, I realized that I'm like, oh, if you got a 5 minute set, then you write 4:30. That way you ain't gotta rush. You're just telling your jokes. And a big part of comedy, you guys can oh, actually, my live streams should be on YouTube. My previous comedy streams, because I think I always have streamed to YouTube. So I say go check those out. I think if you guys like comedy and or if you want to do it, oh sweet dude, beat Coral Tower, nice. Thank God, dude. Oh, I don't think you were here. We beat Hollow Knight a few nights ago. We beat Hollow Knight. Hold on, I'm sorry. I'm trying to figure out. Something I have is making noise. Yeah, yeah. Okay. Let me know if it's let me know if it sounds echoed. I muted this so it shouldn't be echoey for you guys. I'm just trying to figure it out. Yeah, dude, and that game was incredible. We're getting ready to play Crimson Desert when that comes out on the 19th, but I do realize I'm significantly more broke than I had anticipated. So yeah, I might have to wait on that one. I also don't want to wait on that. I do want to get it when it's hot. on Thursday. Anyway, so like I was saying, oh, and this is why I brought up my streams, my previous comedy streams, because the big thing, and y'all gonna catch me, I'm gonna be saying stuff like this a lot. I compare comedy to a lot of things, because I believe there's like it's accurate, you know. So in some aspects, comedy is a lot like magic, because the audience doesn't know how you do the trick, but they love the show, and so a lot of comedy is happening. A lot of what makes comedy work, to be more specific, happens on the back end. The audience doesn't know. Like, and this is a crazy thing too. When you think about it, when you go to a comedy competition, most of the time, you guys probably, but stick with me here. Very often, they're not going to tell you how much time each comic is getting. For the audience, it's not about that. It's about enjoying all these sets. And so you want to play into that magic with how you develop your sets, right? You want to play into that magic. You want people to have so much fun that they go, "Wait, what?" That's why one thing I think I've heard for competitions is don't say this is your last joke, right? Because you want the audience to go, "Wait, what? Oh, he said I wanted to hear more of him." Dab. You're cooking. If they want to hear more of you, dab, you're cooking. Did I beat Silk Song? Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Oh, 100%ed, by the way. We 100%ed it. And that was, ooh, that felt good. You beat it, and then they show the completion. Ooh, felt good as heck. Boy, it felt good. It was me and Zai. Me and Zai was on there. We was getting cooked by Lost Lace. All cooking us. I don't think I'm gonna stream that game again, especially since I 100%ed it, you know. But just personally, I want to play. I want to play it again so bad because I want to beat Grandmother Silk and not work with the snails. Just because I want to see what happens. Like, I was so pissed at how Farloon freaking falling apart because I thought I was working. You know. Anyway, back to the comedy. Here's what we'll do. It is getting late, and I really appreciate you guys and your time. What do you say I show you guys my win in 5 minute set? And that this way that it's still homework and y'all can use it as a tax write-off. I'm gonna show you all this set. We're just gonna play it out. I can do that because it's my video. We're gonna play through this set, and I want you guys to see what you notice different. Official Grim, you got here after I ran my 5 minute set earlier. I am gonna run it. I'm gonna try to run it again, but after we watch this video, and I'm doing this mostly because I figured out how to do this, and I think it's pretty cool that I can have a video play for y'all. After we do that video, we're going to come to the board, and then we're going to actually strategize out the 5 because I don't want that middle. Last thing I'm going to say about that before I play the video, I thought it was pretty interesting. Simone Biles talked about when she was doing the Olympics that one year, and she like bailed out last minute. She said it was because like there's a gymnastics thing, but it's like you're flipping and you lose your place in the air, and that's an incredibly dangerous thing to have happen. This is absolutely nowhere near as dangerous, but I feel like it's a similar thing that I felt, and because of my skill, right? Oh, by the way, official Grimchild, done stand-up comedy since 2013. I've won several like small competitions. I was a finalist in the funniest comedian in the Valley competition last year, top 15 in the World Series of Comedy Festival 2025 and 2023, and I'm on Sirius XM Radio thanks to my work with the World Series of Comedy. So yeah. Anyway, just so y'all know, a little bit of a, what is it called? It's something when you're making content, something about, not an appeal to authority, that is that's a logical fallacy, but, I don't know, there's a word for it. You showing off your credentials. Why should you be listening to me about this? I know what I'm talking about. 13 years in comedy. And most importantly is that, and I'm not trying to gas myself up. However, if I'm going to keep it a buck and a bean, I'm a craftsman. I don't just I go out and make people laugh. I love the craft of it. How do you make jokes? Why are things funny? And those are the people that you should watch, because that's where the art comes in, and the understanding of the craft and the development of the skill. Let me play this 5-minute set for y'all. Oh, please do me a favor. This is my first time playing a video on here. I'm not 100% sure if you guys will be able to hear it. I think you will, but if you guys can just let me know, that would be a big help for future reference. So just listen to it, tell me if you can hear it, if it sounds good, and whatever. I don't have anyone on Instagram. I had one person pop in on Instagram, but I don't think they're here still. Okay, this is weird. My old phone is really not doing its job. This is his only job too. I use my old phone to watch my Instagram. Oh, actually, it's supposed to. Oh, never mind. Whatever. I'm gonna lay that down right there. So yeah, help me out. Please let me know if you guys can hear this video, because my computer is muted so it doesn't double back on y'all. Here we go. Oh, I'm not gonna be able to hear it. I don't care. This is for y'all.
Hannibal, everybody!
I'm so glad to be here with you guys. I got some good news for you.
I just adjusted the
I'm in a
volume, so it
relationship
shouldn't be too
right
loud.
now.
Let me know what y'all think.
Thank you. I'm surprised too. Because it's really hard to find love when you're Steve Urkel. If he was a member of the Black Panther Party. I'm the only guy from Wakanda who works for IT. Hey, Black Panther, Wakanda forever. I know your suit's not working, but did you unplug it and plug it back in? Man, I tell you what, I was single for a long time. I was single for 4 straight years, and it's because I was getting the worst advice from my best friends. Like, I had a homeboy tell me, hey, yo, Hannibal, don't ever date a woman that makes more money than you do. I was like, bro, you're unemployed. I even had one of my homegirls, she told me, she said, oh my God, Hannibal, you should wear your glasses less. You'd look cuter without them. Maybe she don't know how these work. But y'all, I need these to see. Like, this is not a fashion statement, this is a disability. And nobody treats any other disability that way. I've never heard someone go, hey man, you would get so many bitches if you would just ditch the wheelchair. Man, I tell y'all what though. I learned like a whole lot from like spending all that time being single, man. And I also learned that sometimes someone leaves your life, but it's better for you. Like my ex-girlfriend broke up with me, and she said, it's because I'm the type of guy you get married to. When is the last time you got fired from your job because you were good at it? I ain't never heard somebody say, hey, yo, McDonald's fired me. I had the ice cream machine working every day. I'm not perfect though. I'm not perfect. Please do not, I'm not perfect. One thing I learned from being single that long is I learned my great weakness, we've all got them. Mine is that when I'm single, I'm also incredibly petty. Because after my ex-girlfriend broke up with me, she got a brand new sugar daddy all the way from Iraq. Thanks to him, she had a brand new purse every other week. So I just started calling him her bag daddy. Oh my God, dude. If there's one joke that's gonna get me canceled, that right there. They're gonna take video footage of this night and be like, there he goes. So, tell you what though, dude, like now that I'm like in a relationship, I tell you what, I'm happier than I've ever been. My girlfriend is from Sierra Leone in West Africa. Yes, thank you, because I felt like the only thing more black man of me from America would be if I got myself an African woman. course, the only thing more black man than that would be if I had a white one. Who in here is single? Make some noise. Make some noise if you're single. I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna give y'all a little bit of game. Love song lyrics only make sense when you need them, right? Because I do not like the way we talk about love in this country or in this world, man. I cannot stand it. Like, I'm driving and I was like, oh, you know what? I'm listening to all these songs and now that my heart's not broken, I'm like, this shit is toxic. Tell y'all what, if y'all ever heard somebody say, I'll take a bullet for you? Not me. Why am I taking you on a date where I have to say, oh, baby girl, here's your dress. I want your shoes to match that dress. Oh, and here's your bulletproof vest. You gonna need it. And I can't stand the love song lyrics. Bruno Mars has a song where he says, I'll catch a grenade for you. What? I don't know if y'all noticed, JPs, but I'm not the most physically powerful person in the room. If me and my girl go to the club and someone throws a grenade at us, on the off chance that on that day I think I'm Serena Williams and if I manage to hit that grenade back, somebody with the audacity to bring one grenade to the park probably has the audacity to bring two. So if I ever have to catch a grenade for me or my girl, bitch, we both did.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Hannibal Callens. Put your hands together for JP's Comedy Club.
Oh, okay. Hey, there we go. Nice. Okay. Now, based off my calculations, y'all should have been able to hear that. Please let me know if y'all heard that, because I'm not sure, and I would have hated to just make y'all sit there for a literally 5-minute and 26-second video of nothing. Also, somebody hopped in on Instagram. I peeped that. MB33 Pepper Jokes. What's happening, guys? I see you hopping in on the gram. I just played a 5-minute set that I did at JP's Comedy Club a couple years ago. And while y'all were over there enjoying that peak, I have this here. Now, can y'all see? No. That's all right. Don't worry. Nope, I'm gonna bring it to you. Don't even worry. So here we go. This is my 5-minute set right now. This is what I'm thinking. Okay. And let me explain this to you. This is all the stuff you saw there, but instead of throwing in, now I think that set, there was a little bit of crowd work in there. What's happening, Adonis? Adonis from Valencia? I went to college with? That's crazy. That's pretty cool. If that's you, Adonis, please say something. I sound like I'm begging. You say something if you want to, Adonis. All right? You say something if you want to. No pressure. Now, here we go. That set that you guys saw was most of this, right? That was mostly the same stuff. The only difference was I had my Baghdad joke, which I really like. I really, really like that joke. I'm a little, with how things are going right now, I don't know if that's a joke I want to do in a competition. Because it's a really good joke. It can be real swing or miss. It's funny too, the fact that I'm not paying attention to the news and stuff like I should be. So I keep hearing people saying we're going to war with Iran. And I'm like, oh, wait, we already are? It got declared? Like, we not still discussing the possibility? Is that official? Yeah, just let me know. And if you don't know, perfect. We're here to tell jokes. And why we here to tell jokes? To try and get us out the hood. All right? We trying to get big enough that before the missiles hit, I can fly me, my lady, and my family. I'm just so happen to be on my world tour in Switzerland. When it's like, oh, well, guess what? If that happens, I'm gonna do the best I can. I'm gonna try and get everybody out. Everybody that was on my live stream right now, tonight, y'all. I'm going, they with me. Come on. Everybody else, no. Like that movie, I think it was 2012, where the elites had the big the big yachts, the big massive boats that were supposed to survive the end of the world. I think it was 2012. And all I remember, there was some like big evil Russian dude who tried to jump on it at the last minute, and he fell into the water, something like that. It's gonna be like that. Anyway, so here's what we're gonna do, because it is getting late, and I'm gonna let y'all go. Plus, I want to go to bed early because I got this competition tomorrow. We are going to run this. We're gonna run this right here. Okay. Surprise, Urkel. My brain is telling me that this is actually less. My brain is telling me that this is less, and I think I might even be able to say I think I'm one joke short. Because all of this is a lot shorter than it seems. But actually, I did this math a little bit earlier. I said this is about 1 minute and 30. Surprise, Urkel, 2008. And I don't remember if I did the 2008 joke. Did I do the 2008 joke in that video? Because that new 2008 joke is, now it's not new, but it's, so I can't remember if I had that joke at that point. If I did, I would have did it. Because it's such a great, quick one. And the thing I actually have to work on is being meticulous about my word choice. Because I'll know where I'm going, but the improv in me, I'll just like, I'll try to just my way to the joke. And in a competition setting where every second matters, that's not the best way. That's not the best way to operate. You want to know what you're saying and know how you're saying it, so I don't waste time trying to yammer my way to a punchline. We don't want that. We want it clean. We want these inputs to be, we want it to be clean. I'm just doing that because it looks funny on the camera. Okay. Okay. Sorry. Now, that's what we're going to do. We're going to run this. Come back tomorrow, please, because we're going to run it tomorrow when I can actually not be so quiet. And I'm hoping you guys can hear me good. Actually, I just realized if I have to whisper, I should crank this up so I can whisper but still sound good to y'all. I'm going to try to look at the footage too and go back and see how I sound it. But here's what we're going to do. We're going to run this. I'm going to set my watch for a minute. I'm going to set my watch for 4 minutes, because if my calculations are correct, I should be able... Dream! That's what I'm talking about. Why are you here? It's so late out there. Of course, if anyone gonna be here, it's gonna be you. I got a competition tomorrow, and I'm getting ready for it. You missed it. I just played a 5-minute set that I had from like way back at a competition I did a few years ago, where I actually won, which was cool. It's probably 2023. With that competition. It wasn't, I remember it being in September. So it was either 23. It might have been 22, but I doubt it. Anyway, I don't sleep. That is funny and also kind of sad. Okay, this is weird. I just realized that on YouTube and Instagram, I'm inverted. So, anyway. Here we go. We're going to run this 5-minute set. It's only 12:29. Okay. All right. That's actually not as bad as I thought. I guess, what is it, daylight savings with that too. Anyway, before we go, we're going to run this 5-minute set. I'll bring it up close. So this Dream's here. Bam. We're going to run this 5. I'm going to set my watch for 4 minutes because we should get right here. We should get to my joke about my ex before we get. No, what am I saying? That's ridiculous. No, I know exactly what I'm trying to do. My goal is to end my grenade joke, and right as that joke ends, we hit that minute. Actually, no, I just not thought about it, guys. This is actually good. I think that this is probably going to put us right at 4:30. Or really where we want to be, 4:45. If we can get to 4 minutes 45 seconds, perfect. We aim for 4:30. That way we have enough time for laughs and so we don't have to rush it, right? But also, let's see. Let's go ahead and come over here. Okay. What the heck? Okay, let me know if everything's good on your end. My computer just refreshed for some reason. Wait, closes. By the way, if you guys want to get tickets to the shows I have coming up, the ticket links are down below. If you guys happen to be in the Arizona area, I'm going to be at Mic Drop Chandler tomorrow night for a competition. And I'm going to be at the Desert Ridge Improv opening for Sugar Sammy, who is that guy I opened for while I was in Orlando and totally forgot to tell Dream about the tickets to. So, yeah, he's now wanting me to go with him other places and do shows with him. This week, I'm actually doing that show on the 22nd, and I'm doing a show with him on the 26th. I need to think about that. I need to think about the fact that I'm doing 2 shows. I'm going out of town. It's a bad time for me to be going out of town. But I'll make a little chatter. It ain't no big. I'll take some t-shirts with me so he can sell me some t-shirts. Plus, I don't think he sells them. Shirts. I'm going to take all these twist out tomorrow so I can have my afro for the show. But these... Sorry, guys. I'm getting distracted. Okay. Here we go. We're going to run this. Okay. And the goal here, like I said earlier, we're going to run this set. The goal is to land between 4 minutes. No, actually, we want this to land at 4:30. My goal is to finish the peanut joke right as we hit that light. So, to simulate the experience, make it sound all scientific, to simulate the experience, I'm going to set my timer. I'm going to set my timer for 4 minutes. Ideally, the watch will go off as we hit that last joke. I keep saying that again because I know I'm messing up my numbers here. I wish I could start a stopwatch. I'm pretty sure I can. Start a stopwatch and in a timer, but whatever. Here we go. Let's just run this set. I'm going to run this set, and then we're going to go to bed, all right? I'll catch y'all tomorrow because I'm going to be doing this again tomorrow, but earlier in the day. I got to run some errands, but the show is at 7:30 tomorrow, so we're going to run this a little bit earlier. I think I'm going to try to go get me a haircut and whatever, but come on, let's lock in. Okay, surprise, Urkel 2008, glasses, X, then we're doing the grenade, and then we're doing peanuts. Y'all gonna see, and then we'll do grab somebody. Now, a lot of these jokes I'm gonna be doing less than normal because it's late and I can't be that loud. But here we go. Let me know if y'all can hear me. I'll be there tomorrow. How? Sorry, something on my computer moved. My computer be scaring the F out of me, man. Okay. I should just close this. Okay. Pew. Here we go. Oh, on stream. Thank you. I don't know why I said that. I don't know why I said that. Yeah, tomorrow I'll be streaming. I don't know why I'm acting like I didn't understand what you meant. That was silly of me. Here we go. Let's run this crap. It's not crap. I don't know. My bad. I shouldn't have said that. By the way, if anybody is on YouTube or Twitch, say a little something. I hope I'm not boring y'all. I promise these get really fun and they get real woke. It's just a little awkward. And the point of this is to break that. Break that seal. So tomorrow when we do it, it's not going to be so awkward. Here we go. Let's run this set. 4-minute timer. Our goal is to land between 4 minutes and 4 minutes 30 seconds. So I'm telling you this because I'm telling it to me. I've got to run this set, and when the watch goes off, not get distracted. Not get distracted because that is all part of the course. Sorry, I'm just thinking, should I set it 4:30? No, but last thing I will say, I am going to run this set, and I'm going to deliberately try to cut out all the laugh time. You'll notice some jokes I pause on because that's how I do the joke. Timing, I'm going to try to keep the timing. I'm going to try to keep the timing as close to the real thing as possible, but I am going to try my best to cut out laugh time. So we are looking at raw material. I want 4 minutes and 30 seconds of raw material. Here we go. Okay. What's happening, everybody? I'm Hannibal Collins. I just turned 31, and right now I'm in love. Thank you. I'm surprised too. Because who's falling in love with Steve Urkel after he joins the Black Panther Party? I'm the only brother between did I do that and the white man did that. Man, I've been in love for a while, 7 years. That's long enough to learn that being in a relationship is just like buying a house. If you didn't do it in 2008, it's too late. All the advice you get is garbage now. I had a buddy tell me, yo, Hannibal, don't date a woman that makes more money than you do. Right? Craziest thing I heard from a brother on food stamps. I had a lady tell me, stop wearing your glasses because you look cuter without them. Maybe she don't know how these work. But I need these to see. Like, this is not a fashion statement. I need these. And no one should give advice like, hey man, you know you get more girls if you would just ditch the wheelchair. Man, I did also learn that sometimes people break up with you, but you still grow. If y'all had that? Man, my ex-girlfriend broke up with me. She said it's because I'm the type of man you get married to. Y'all ever get fired from your job because you were good at it? I've never met somebody who said, hey, yo, McDonald's had to fire me. I had the ice cream machine working every day. Yeah. I realized, too, that, like, now that I'm in love, I can't stand love songs anymore, man. Like, Bruno Mars got a song where he says, I'll catch a grenade for you. What? Like, dude, I'm the only man I know too scared to walk to the car at night. Like, if you see me walking past 6:30 p.m., you better know I keep a pocket full of peanuts. Because if anybody gonna rob me, I pray to God he has an allergy. Give me all your money. Ah! Checkmate. Catch a grenade. Man, if me and my girl go to the park and someone throws a grenade at us, on the off chance that on that day I think I'm Serena Williams and I hit it back, someone with the audacity to bring one grenade to the park, probably has the future planning to bring two. So if I'm catching that grenade, everybody dead. The worst part of all, man, a Pitbull has a song where the chorus goes, grab somebody sexy, tell them, hey, give me everything tonight. For all we know, we might not get tomorrow. Let's do this tonight. I heard that song and I was like, hey Pitbull, if I follow your instructions, you just told me to grab somebody sexy and tell them, hey, give me everything tonight. For all we know, we ain't gonna get tomorrow. So let's do this tonight. That sounds like assault to me. I've never flirted with somebody brand new and felt like I should grab my peanuts. Ah! Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Hannibal Callens. Put your hands together for your host. Peace. Okay. Awful. That was not very good. It wasn't bad. And the good thing is I knew what direction I was going in. The only thing is, and it's funny, I felt it. I looked at my watch and I was just under time. Like I'm doing my grab somebody, I'm doing the grenade joke and I'm like, uh-oh. Actually, because this timer was for 4 minutes, I got just past 4 minutes. I maybe would have slid in to 4:30, probably closer to 4:15. However, I think I did do a good job of cutting out the laughs. So if we added 30 seconds for the laughs, it's not bad. But that's the thing. I don't want to land at 4:30 with laughs. I want to have 5 minutes and 30 seconds of material, and the laughs, the amount of the laughter is going to take me into the 5 minute, right? So I said it earlier, this is missing probably one joke. 2, if I was not playing smart, if I was risky, but it's missing 1. You know what's the one joke in there that I took out? Baghdad. That's the joke that's supposed to be in there. I damn near bet money if I put in Baghdad, all that works. And the only reason I'm thinking about not doing Baghdad is because of the war going on. I wonder if that's a little too close to home. Like, I wonder if it's a little, whoa, too soon, But I don't really think it is. And that's the thing, too. I hate when people kind of get like that about comedy. Hey, you can't talk about that thing, but you didn't say anything. You say something that's next to something, and then people feel some type of way just because you said something. But based off this, it's literally that Baghdad joke. That's why it feels like that. Something's missing. And each time I do this, I'm going to clean up the wording that it takes in these jokes. So, yeah, I got to add Baghdad. I have another joke that goes in there with the song lyrics. It's funny. And that was gonna be like, that was like kind of in the chamber as my, like, because that's happened where I'm like, as I'm performing, I'm behind, I'm falling short. So you keep these quick jokes that are still relevant, but so you can bust them out if you're under. But again, it would have been one or the other. I'll tell y'all the joke. Some of y'all know my Baghdad joke, and it was in the video that I showed earlier. So everybody here should be familiar, has heard it now. Though I have another song lyric joke that I do. It's supposed to go first because it builds, right? The first song lyric joke is quick. I go, these song lyrics are ridiculous. Rihanna has a song where Rihanna says, I want you to take it like a thief in the night. And let's not get into how creepy that is. But I think we'd all be mad if we woke up tomorrow like, where is my coochie? I wore it to bed last night. Like, dang it, I just got that thing waxed. That's the one joke that's like the one extra joke in there. And it's like I would have either did Baghdad or that, you know, just to make sure I got time. But out of both of those, which one hits harder? Baghdad. So I'm thinking for the competition tomorrow, and this is just the 5. This is just the 5. I'll even see if I can find the videos from, I know I have the 7-minute set. If you guys want it, message me on Instagram. Oh yeah, you like the Rihanna one, the coochie? Yeah, I like that one too. It doesn't hit it doesn't hit as consistently as I would like. I want to figure out why, because I like it, and I throw it in whenever I'm doing a bigger set, you know, because I got plenty of time. But that's the other thing too. We did a lot of work on my 7-minute set, and we got my 7-minute set superb, and I felt so cool when I did my 7-minute for the funniest comedian in the Valley, because just like we organized, and I think I said it too, I was like, this is short a joke. And as I was up on stage and I'm doing my set, I knew, I'm short. So I threw in one joke. I can't remember which one it was. I think it was glasses. I think I took out. That's the first time you've seen that one? No way. I came up with that joke while I was in Orlando visiting one time. I was at that Kava bar. I think it was the first time I did it on stage. But that's another thing too. Truly as a craftsman, that's an interesting premise. It's one that people do, you know, song lyrics are crazy, whatever, but that premise, I really should just take and just mine it. You could get a whole 5-minute set on that. Song lyrics and bam, song, you know, this song, this is what that means, this song, this is what that means, this you know. This year I actually want to work a lot on doing more personal jokes. Like my dad just got a heart surgery and I want to write jokes about that. It all went super well. Everything was super good. And there was a lot of funny, you know, to that. But also, and I'll tell you guys, I mentioned this yesterday or the other day that I streamed, but I did a show at a place called Picacho, Arizona, January of this year, and they loved me so freaking much that me and Sandra Risser's a headliner, and I'm one of her openers. Sandra Risser's been on America's Got Talent, and they called me. Picacho, Arizona called me a couple of days ago asking if I'll come back, and I was like, yes. It was that show was like a movie, 45 minutes. I think I was supposed to do 30. I was supposed to like 30, 35. Ended up doing 45 minutes, but they want me to have new jokes. A new 45, and the scariest thing about that is I can do it. It's just gonna take a lot of work. Because I'm so confident that Baghdad is what's missing. Thank you, Dream. Also, they asked me how much they wanted to pay last time. I don't remember how much I was supposed to get paid. But when we got there, when me and Sandra got to the place, they were like, oh no, we're so sorry. We sold more tickets than we thought we would. Oh man, so we're gonna have to give you guys more money than we agreed on. Huh? And we were like, well, okay, I guess, you know. Thank you, Dream. I appreciate that. And you're right. I do got this. The scary part about it, it's the exciting, but it's the nervous part is, I'm gonna have to. That 45 is gonna have to get built like brick by brick. I'm pretty much gonna have to go. This. I want to write jokes about this, and we just build jokes on it. You know, that's the only, because right now my writing is so kind of, goes with the wind, and ooh, what am I thinking? What am I feeling? And that's where my jokes come from. But I need to be able to be more deliberate with my development and just go, look, like I said, I want to write jokes about my dad needing to get that surgery. And then we just go through that whole story and hammer them out. Plus, they'll love that because it's a 55 and up community. They're gonna love that crap. They told me they want me to make more fun of old people. I'm scared of doing that because I don't want to get, I don't want to end up getting real close to the oak tree. But yeah. Anyway, that could be the lyrics, arguments, and meanings. Yeah. Now the thing is, that set was 45 minutes. I don't think y'all gonna want to sit and watch a whole 45-minute set that I did. However, it was amazing. That set felt like a movie. I might even post it unlisted and remakes for old songs. Yeah. I'm thinking if enough of y'all want me to, I might post it unlisted so y'all can watch it when you want. But I ain't gonna worry about that right now. Because I'm so confident that this set will be perfect if I add Baghdad, we're not gonna run it. I'm gonna leave it, and we will run that with Baghdad tomorrow. This is the 5. The 5 is super simple. I like my 5 minute to stay on this topic. It's 5 minutes. Let's just stay on this stuff. When we get to the 7, and that's what it was too, when I did my 7 goes from self-love to my hair. I now have these new jokes that I do about therapy, and I love those. They still are in the lab. I still got to work on them so that they get superb. But I think that's kind of my plan right now. Is my 5 is gonna just be this with Baghdad. My 7 is gonna be this with the added jokes from my hair in the middle, right? Because it's gonna be like this, then my hair jokes, and then it's gonna come back to this. My 10, I'm probably gonna sprinkle the therapy jokes into the 10. New stuff. Nah, you heard my therapy stuff, cause I did that last time I was in town. It's so funny. I wanted to do those therapy jokes at Austin's so bad. Like, they're the type of jokes where if I was at Austin's and freestyled it up on stage, I would have had a Netflix special by now. There are still some jokes, and I'm saying this because Dream is here. There are some jokes that I freestyled out at Austin's that to this day I haven't been able to get to work well. And you probably, I totally should have, I know. There was a joke, I used to work at a grocery store called Publix, and this is what's weird. I'm not going to worry too much about this because I did do some of my Publix jokes at Picacho, so when I do a new hour, I probably don't want to touch it at all, just to make sure I don't dip too far into the stuff I already did. But I'm going to make this a really quick story. When I was working at Publix, we were right next to a middle school, and every day when the middle schoolers got out, they would come to our store and start stealing. And at Austin's, I had freestyled out this story two separate times and could never get the video recorded. Anyway, one of my coworkers, he used to screw off the nozzle for the Sprite because the kids would come in and steal it. So he would screw the nozzle off. So when they would come over to they go, oh, can I get a cup for water? And then they'd hit the Sprite, it would shoot everywhere and get all over them. And then you'd know which kids stole because they were sticky. And it was just hilarious because where I was, you could see them. You could watch them go over, and then you hear them, I freestyled that joke out at Austin's twice, and it absolutely died. Damn near was in tears myself. It was so funny. But because I could never get the video of the story that I was just like riffing, I wasn't ever able to get that raw material and then forge it into the consistent joke, you know? Especially because I was freestyling it, there was a lot of wordy BS in it and all that stuff to get to these funny points. But I want to, that is a joke. Oh, I've always wanted to tell. I've also got a couple love stories I wanted to tell, like this one girl I used to be friends with, and a big story. I think I want to use one of my writing streams to work on it. I ended up going to the Afro Punk Festival with this girl, and it ended up being a fiasco because her ex-boyfriend came, and I told that story. I actually think I told that story while I was gaming, maybe a month or two ago, because it feels fresh on the top of my head. But because I remember recently, I realized every time I tell that story, it gets worse. I'm like, every time I tell that story, I look at it and I go, oh, this was actually really bad. I was like, nah, this sucks. Now it was awful. It was way worse than I've been thinking. Anyway, guys, thanks for your time tonight. I know it's late. I'm gonna let y'all go. Tomorrow we're gonna run this again, but we're gonna throw Baghdad in there. We're not gonna overcomplicate it. Baghdad is a fun, silly joke. I think we're gonna be alright. Yeah. All the other things that I'm thinking that I would add in there take too long, or they switch rails. Like, I could throw some hair jokes in there, but I only really have time for one, and that wouldn't make sense. Bring up my hair, but then come right back to this stuff. Let's just keep it strong and stay with it all related to love in this aspect. Then we go from there. Perfect. Thank you guys for being here. We're gonna come back tomorrow. I gotta figure out when I'm gonna get a haircut and stuff, but the competition is tomorrow at 7:30. So yeah, I'm going to bed early tonight, so I should be able to wake up early tomorrow. I should be able to knock out some of that other silly little bull crap. But yeah, keep an eye on my page because I typically like to post right before I'm gonna go live, just so it brings people that way. And yeah, so thank you guys. You're incredible. I appreciate each and every one of you. Whoever's on YouTube, please like, follow, and subscribe because we're going to do more comedy writing streams tomorrow. And then we're going to be playing Crimson Desert when that comes out on the 19th, if I can find the money in my couch. And yeah, I got one person on Twitch, No Barack, who wants me to respond to them on Instagram because I did not do that and that was bad. But I'm going to respond to you tomorrow. And I gotta find my shirt. I don't know where my shirt is. That's why past few streams haven't been with my shirt. I have a bunch of mine that are for sale. That's what I gotta do. I gotta make shirts tomorrow. Oh, I gotta do that too. I'm hoping I can sell some shirts at that competition. I don't anticipate it, but hopefully I can. Anyway, love you guys. You are fantastic. I appreciate y'all. If I win this competition tomorrow, it's gonna have a big thing to do with y'all. Let me work with this with y'all. This is actually so good too. This is the last thing I'm gonna say because I want to give you guys your credit and I really appreciate it. Running through this set a couple days ago and today showed me immediately that this is exactly what I needed to do. I could not have gone up there and just riffed it. I couldn't have. It's a little too awkward. I've been away from 5-minute sets for way too long. And because of getting to work with y'all, we're already about to go into this. We're already about to go into this huddle super more prepared. Thanks, guys. Have a good night. What time? I don't know just yet. My ADHD makes me afraid to set times because I'm like, well, what if it doesn't happen? And then I'm going to be like, oh, I suck. So, yeah. It's funny. I always want to stream around 1 o'clock, and I ever end up getting around to it like 3. And then I gotta worry about, well, if I stream, then I don't have enough time to get ready to go to the open mics, and I'd be being bad. But you guys are helping me out just by being here. Have a good night. You guys are fantastic. Tell your friends. We're gonna be working on comedy tomorrow. Love y'all. Peace.